first of all destroy this land and reestablish it with his people, the true rulers.
You had niggas like that in the ancient world too, during the time of Maccabees. Menelaus, that nigga was helping. Forgot the king. It might have been Antiochus. Nah, I think it was Demetrius.
I think his name started with an A. He's like a priest or something.
Alchemist.
Yeah, he's doing witchcraft.
Nah, that's in I think that's in the book of Acts. What you talking about?
Yeah, Alchemist. He wanted to be high priest, so he literally sold out to the other nations just to get a status. It's no different. They ain't gonna respect us. So that's why they don't respect us now. They make fun of how we look. They make fun of how we operate out here. They don't respect us. It's because we're the poor right now, and Esau Edom is in power. So they respect them more than they respect us. But really, we're the real police officers. We just don't have power to enforce. That's all. We're the real enforcers of the law, the righteous law, but we just ain't got the power to enforce. It's a punishment.
Yes. Appreciate it. Okay. This is Isaiah 2:1. It reads, "The word that Isaiah the son of Amos saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem, and it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it. And many people shall go and say, Come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the God of Jacob. And he will teach us his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. And he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore."
That's right. So that's when true peace will be established. When we come back into power. And yes, everything is going to be sending and flowing towards us. Our gates are going to be open continually.
Run that.
Yeah, run that.
Yeah.
Basically, bring it all in. Your women and gold, everything that's precious, we bring it to Jacob. And if you want to learn the law, you're going to have to learn from us. And you're going to have to keep our laws and our statutes.
Right.
You're going to have to understand our history. We're going to teach it to you because you're going to ask about the Passover. You got to break it down to you. So it's going to be history lessons throughout our generations. We're going to be teaching, man. And everything's going to be led by us, not Esau Edom. And you got to go off of his curriculum, school curriculum, which teaches evil and lies. Right? Which they don't even go to biblical timelines. They just start with Christopher Columbus. You have something?
Yeah. It's Daniel chapter 7 and verse 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever and ever, even forever and ever.
That's right. So that's going to be the kingdom. Have it forever, man. Alright? Back to the point. You got the Jeremiah 49 still?
God.
19. Back to the point is that you Edomites, your prophecy was already sealed and written. You can't change your fate. You sealed it, fool.
This is Jeremiah 49 and 10, and it reads, "But I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places."
And that's the last thing, just like a roach, the last thing a roach wants to be is exposed to light. The last thing Esau wants is to be exposed. The last thing he wants is for the truth to be brought out. It's nails on a chalkboard. Let's talk about the truth of the matter. They're like, cut it, edit it out, take it down, censor it. We don't want it. And you gotta be a real piece of shit, man, to hate truth. You just wanna love and believe in lies, man. And that's why I hate this society. Like, truth needs to be declared. That's why I love it when you got all these whistleblowers who bring out the truth. The Lord, the Spirit on them to bring out the truth, and the videos get taken down immediately. I'm like, I need to find that link, because if you took it down, there's got to be some truth to it. And they'll be telling you some stories, man, about the things these devils do. Because you thought you could establish a world on lies. But now the truth is going to be brought up. As the scripture says, the truth which has been so long without fruit shall be declared. We started from our heritage, and we started from who you are, according to the Bible. Father of lies, physicians of no value, forger of lies.
That's right.
That you even got Edomites themselves admitting and teaching other Edomites, yeah, we the Edomites.
And some of them really jakes.
And that's defeat right there. You Edomites are defeated, because the thing you feared most effort you put in was to make sure that this truth would not end up into our hands. Whether we'll be, strung out on dope, weed, into BET, LGBT, anything away outside of this book. And now that we got it, because in slavery, how you going to establish laws banning reading? No slave should be allowed to read. Why? Because we said so. You can't have them reading, because then they're going to get to this book here, and it's a problem. Because we oppressed, we poor, we slaves. What the hell you think we're going to want to read a Harry Potter book? We're going to go to a book of comfort right here.
Right.
That's why they had to take it from us, or they had to manipulate it to where and that's another thing. You got to pay for that. The scripture says if you add or take away from this book, you shall be, your name shall be taken out of the book of life. And if you add anything, you add more plagues to your ass. So you guilty of that?
Yeah.
But now we got the book. Now we got the truth.
Yeah, you saw Edom, he removed the Apocrypha.
Yeah.
I think it was in the 1800s, right?
Yep. And then tried to lie on it and try to say, oh, it's not biblical sound because magic and all this other bullshit. That could be debunked so easily.
Right.
Vocab tried to use that defense. That's why you never hear him quote from the Apocrypha. I wish you would go to a GMS camp and try to say those same things, because you're going to get debunked quick. Because I heard him say that before. Let me read the Apocrypha, because, talk about magic and stuff like that. I'm like, you fucking idiot. Those are just miracles. And but you can't believe it because it's too heavy.
And not only that, not only that, you got historical evidence of the war on Maccabees.
Yeah. And that book is mentioning actual names from the Greek Empire up to the Roman Empire.
Alexander the Crete.
The very first one they mentioned.
Antiochus, Seleucus, Cassander, all those, man.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me that that's fake?
John Hyrcanus.
John.
Yeah. So, but because it hollows, very narrowly hollows the nation of Israel, you got to take it, which is a nomen anyway. The word apocrypha means to be sent away, to be hidden. But it is in the original 1611, because it is biblical. It is canon, to say. But now we got it. You worked so hard to keep this from us, now we got it. That means you're defeated. We got the truth down.
Hey, the apostles even said that when they was out there on the streets teaching, he said it was a limousine with the windows dark, and an Edomite got out of the limousine in the suit, and he was all like, man, we spent millions of dollars to keep this truth from y'all. And then he got in his limousine and drove off.
Yeah, frustrated, man. It's the truth. Now we got it.
That goes to show that it was ordained for it to happen that way anyway. You did all that you could to keep it out of our hands, but the Lord still, you know what I'm saying, allowed us to get it, man. That's what it was supposed to be.
That's right. And you tried to murder the heir. Just like when Yahushua came on the scene, Herod tried to murder the heir because he knew that the heir is the only one standing in the way. So he was like, we got to kill him now, but he couldn't get him. And that's normally how it is. You got to kill the heir, right? So you like, I don't need no judgment. In fact, I think it was on one of those Scarface movies. In the very beginning, I think Scarface, he witnessed somebody dying, his mother dying or something like that.
sister.
And then I think his mother was pleading for him. He was like, can't let him live. He's gonna grow to kill me or something like that. She said it. He said, I can't let him live because he's gonna grow up and eventually get me back. So then she gave her life for him to bolt away. Lion King, what happened when Scar wanted the rulership? Killed the king, now I gotta get the heir. You know what I'm saying? And he was very upset to see that the heir was still alive. That's all spiritual movies. It's reflecting what the Lord is about to come do to us. Reestablish the kingdom with the righteous heir.
Like, I was watching Transformers 3. No, it was Transformers 4, and basically, Esau was going after the Autobots and stuff, and basically killing them off and stuff. And basically, I looked at it as Jacob's trouble because when you watch Transformers 4, they just come in heavy on them and stuff like that. And then at the end, Megatron got upset because the Autobots came back and started taking everything from the Decepticons and stuff. And basically, Megatron's like, no, you ruining everything. And that's how Esau is right now. He like, y'all ruining everything. Y'all ruining my plans. Y'all discovering all my secrets and stuff. Esau know what the hell is over. But like I said, hey, you brothers check it out and look at it from that view, spiritual point, you'll get what I'm saying.
Yeah. Did you read that? Finish it.
Nah, I didn't finish. Back in Jeremiah 49 and verse 10. I just run it back. But I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not.
Yeah, you can't hide yourself. First of all, we know who you are. You're the Idumeans. You're the Edomites. You know it. And it's only a matter of time before you call it hate speech to call you Edomites. It's only a matter of time. But for you to do that, that means you would have to acknowledge, that's another defeat for you right there. You would have to acknowledge that, according to the Bible, Esau, Edom is the devil, is the wicked. And to call you that is considered, quote, hate speech. It's only a matter of time. The reason you haven't done it yet, because you don't want to give it any light. We're updating our policy. Anybody who calls Edomites is hate speech, we're taking it down. Well, wait a minute. What does that mean? Why? You have to acknowledge that, and you don't want to, you know. So we're gonna keep getting away with doing lessons, you know, trying to get under the radar. We're gonna keep saying Esau, Edom, depending on your lesson. You know what I'm saying? You know how you got to be discreet in this mug on certain topics, right? But yeah. First of all, we figure out who you are. You're the Idumeans. That right there just it ends in everything. That you are the beast man. That is talked about. The beast man, the intruder. You're Esau, Edom.
Mankind.
You are Cain.
Yeah.
The wicked.
Because the word human means colored man. Mankind is like you like a human. You like a colored man, but you're not. Because Esau don't have color. He's void of color. No pigmentation.
Remember that wrestler Mick Foley? His name was Mankind.
Nah. I wasn't even into wrestling when I was.
I wasn't, but my little brother was. But he had that little sock on his hand, and he used to.
Word.
Yeah, man. His alternate name was Mankind.
Yeah.
So fucking dirty ass, greasy Edomite, long hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. When they faked the moon landing, what did Neil Armstrong say? One small step for man, and one great leap for mankind. And which that was a damn lie.
Yeah, but they don't talk about that. Why nobody talking about that?
Too much evidence.
That's the topic you could easily bring up amongst a bunch of Edomites, and they all get uncomfortable.
Yeah, there's
right.
a video out there that basically the guy asking Neil Armstrong himself, like, did you actually went to the moon? Neil Armstrong trying to avoid him and stuff, like, not talking to him and stuff.
I always bring up the episode of Family Guy. That nigga came out the studio with his astronaut costume on, and it's this guy. He's like, "Oh, Neil Armstrong. Wait a minute, aren't you supposed to be on the moon?" He like, well, there's a delay. Then he hit him upside the head with his astronaut helmet to put him in the back of the trunk.
That one guy, he got hit in the head. That one guy that was interviewing them people.
Oh yeah.
One of the, I think he got buzzed or something.
Man, they
ain't like
furious, man.
They ain't like it.
I never seen so many older white guys like really trying to get violent, like they could do something. Like, you old as hell, like what you gonna do? But they was that mad, they was trying to swing on him and take his stuff, and if you know, threaten him, if you released it to the public, you're gonna be in big shit. That's classified.
Cause he going for the truth, baby. He looking for the truth. He's been lied to, you know.
Nothing's classified as America. It's like everything is public.
Yeah, everything was a damn lie here. Everything.
So now it's time to answer. And again, if they have to publicly acknowledge that moon landing fake shit, you know how many people's degrees would technically be fraudulent? Because they had to learn that stuff. They literally had to. They made me learn that shit, bro. All right, so you got to figure out how fast this would drop, and also how fast it would drop on the moon. Because when he was up there, he dropped a rock or something, and he saw how fast it dropped. So all this, and then you'd be like, wait a minute, you ain't supposed to learn this shit.
Right.
Bullshit. That's all this is. So hey, there it is.
Just a quick one.
Then that whole electricity, he held a kite in the sky.
A kite in a damn key.
Even those professors on YouTube, they'll admit, yeah, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't. So that's a damn lie. Yeah, that's a damn lie. Right, the first light bulb was invented by a Jake.
Right.
Yes.
Well, I think the filament, right?
Yeah, the filament, which is really the idea.
Which Thomas Edison actually created it, but the Jake made the filament for it.
Yeah, because the filament is really just gas. It's the idea of keeping the light on. That's what Jake came up with. But no homage paid, no credibility, no nothing.
Hey, but then again, I don't give credit to those. You know,
Yeah.
they say that, but